welcome back to We're Having Fun. I'm Mark. Hello.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Hi, Krista. We got a lot to get into today, so let's get into it.
All right.
A lot of trailers recently. Some of them new. Most of them new. I think there's not a really old one.
I think they're all pretty new. Yeah.
So, first one, Secret Wars trailer.
No, Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion. I wrote down Secret Wars even. I don't know why. Secret Invasion. Skrulls. Didn't look too bad.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not really that big a fan of Secret Invasion.
I'm sure we'll watch it. We may not cover it episode by episode.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe we watch the whole season and then we just talk about it briefly before or whatever.
I like that idea. Yeah. Because,
Unless,
Skrulls and S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't really care about that much.
Unless for some reason we watch the first episode and we go, oh my gosh, that was
This
amazing.
is so good. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah.
Probably not, though.
Yeah, probably not.
No, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good for what it is, but I don't care about the storyline, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on then.
Okay.
Blue Beetle. The trailer for that. What'd you think about that?
I don't know anything about Blue Beetle, so...
I don't know a lot about him either.
So I was just kind of like, I mean, it looks fine, I guess.
It felt very CW-y to me. Like, it just looked and just felt like it was a CW show. Yeah. Which maybe that's not bad. Like, Arrow was good from all the episodes I saw.
I mean, I've heard good things about The Flash.
Flash is good, apparently.
I saw, like, the first episode.
Yeah, but it just seems kind of, like, cheap. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I used to be a fan of Smallville when it first started.
Yeah, I never saw that either.
You never saw Smallville?
Never saw Smallville.
Wow. I liked it a lot when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And there's I somehow won a contest, and I don't even remember entering it, but I guess I did, because I won, like, this little prize package, and I just got it in the mail. I was like, what is this? So it was, like, all this, like, Smallville merch kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So there was, like, a jacket, which I still have somewhere, a t-shirt, which was, like, way too big for me, so I just slept in it.
Yeah.
A baseball cap, I think. A blanket, I think. There was a blanket.
Interesting.
And also a necklace that was supposed to be like kryptonite.
Yeah.
Because he there's like a necklace in the show. And you would like click the two parts together and it would glow green.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I got that and I was like, okay, I literally don't remember signing up for this, but okay. It's like, why couldn't it have been something cooler?
That's not bad, though.
It was pretty neat.
That's cool.
And I do still have a lot of the stuff. I just don't know where it all is.
Yeah.
I may have, like, the shirt back in my bedroom. Or it could be, like, actually, it might be in that. There's a plastic container over there that's got some old shirts in it.
Yeah.
It might be in there. I have a Chewbacca shirt in there, too.
All your good shirts are in storage.
Right?
Well, that's interesting. We'll see how it goes. It seems fine, though. Might be fun.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go to the theater to see it, but eventually I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be like Green Lantern, and then like a decade after
We'll watch it in a
we'll
hotel room somewhere. Just eating Sonic.
Yep.
Oh, man. All right. So, Across the Spider-Verse second trailer came out. Seemed to get a little more into it.
Yeah.
What's going on, kind of.
Looks good.
Yeah. So, they've got just kind of a little society there, a little hub they all meet up at and work together. And the 2099 guy is running things, but maybe he's not running them for the right reasons or something. Or maybe he's scared of something. What's going on?
Don't know.
We'll see. But it looks good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
It's gonna be fun.
And I did like the first one, so.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And there's a baby.
There's a baby. The little spider. This is Spider Girl, I think, is Peter Parker's kid.
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I do want to see that one for sure.
Then we have the announcement. There was a big Star Wars deal this past week.
So it's like celebration weekend or something. Celebration weekend or something like that. I forget what they call it.
Yeah. They announced three new Star Wars movies.
Did not look at them, so I don't know what they are.
There's... I did look at them, and I can't remember. One of them is rebuilding the Jedis.
Is that the one that Rey is going to be back?
Going to be in,
Yeah, that's the only one that I heard of for sure.
I think one of them, brings together all the Mandalorian stuff.
Okay.
So that might be one. And then another one where stuff happens.
That's very helpful.
But, yeah. We'll see how it goes.
I didn't know we were going to talk about this, or else I would have looked up this stuff, but whatever, it's fine.
It's like you're in the know. I mean, we can look it up real quick if you want.
No.
Okay.
I'll look it up later, it's fine.
All right.
Or not, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. But there was a trailer came out of it for the Ahsoka?
Yes.
Series. I almost said movie, but it's a series.
Yes.
What'd you think?
It looks fine.
It looks pretty good. I don't care about her character, honestly. I don't really even like her that much.
I mean, she's okay. If I had watched anything that had her in it before, or any of these other characters that supposedly are in the trailer, I might be more excited for it.
Yeah, we're not popping for the Rebels and Clone Wars people.
Yeah,
but we're not doing that in Mando either. But still enjoy it.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, a lot of them are new characters, and this is an already established character that I don't want to watch Clone Wars just to learn more about Ahsoka.
We're not going to do that. Yeah. So hopefully they explain a little bit of something whenever we watch it, but...
I don't know. I don't know if they will. Because remember, in Boba Fett, what's his name? The
guy who shoots the
gunslinger guy. Yeah, I can't remember what his name is.
But everybody was in love with him.
Yeah, they were like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And I was like, who's this? And they never explained who it was. He just shows up. And apparently he had beef with Boba Fett. And I was like, I don't know anything about this, but okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what his name was. That should tell you something.
Yeah, pretty much. But I still think it looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. Even if we don't know much.
Yeah.
Then you made me watch one other trailer.
Okay, look. Do you remember when they first showed
Margot Robbie?
No, it was when they showed Ken.
Ryan Gosling.
The first picture of Ryan Gosling is Ken, and I was like, I hate this so much. And then I watched this trailer, and I was like, dang it. I kind of want to see this.
It looks ridiculous.
It does, but I guess it's fun ridiculous?
Yeah, I guess it's an adult-oriented movie, seemingly.
I guess.
Or it's Shrekky, maybe, and
maybe,
it's tongue-in-cheek stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it does not seem like it's for children.
No.
But, yeah. We saw the Barbie teaser trailer. The second one came out. Interesting. Lots of Barbies, lots of Kens in Barbie Land.
Yep.
Looks like she's trying to escape and go
to the real world.
The real world, yeah. Kind of feels like another movie. What other movie would this be? Maybe the Lego movie? I don't know. Something. Anyway. It looks... Yeah, it looks kind of fun. Another one, I don't know that I want to see it in the theater exactly, just because I don't want people seeing me buying a ticket for it.
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe I'll go see it. I have heard a lot of people saying, so everybody's going to have a girls' day at the movies, right? I'm like, I don't have anybody to go with.
I would go. If you wanted to go, we can go. But it just, I don't know why this movie's getting made, but...
I don't either.
It is what it is, I guess. If it's good, that's fine by me. All right. Any other news or trailers we need to cover? We hit up a lot right there.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's it. Oh, there was a new Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which I forgot to get you to watch. But
was there?
Probably don't care anyway. Even though we were going to watch it, because usually you're like, I don't really want to watch the last trailers for stuff, and this is the last trailer.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
As far as I know, and it was a lot longer and everything.
Oh, yeah. I like to keep a little surprise in there.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was going to show quite so much of it. I was like,
really?
Oh, well, kind of wish I hadn't watched this now.
That's why I don't watch those last ones, man. They spoil so much.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was just scrolling through Twitter or something, and I saw it, and I was like, that's interesting. And I started watching it, and then I was like, well, now I'm too deep into it. I can't stop.
So did everything you see, was it good? Did it get you excited for the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting.
All right. Well,
I'm looking forward
for the best on that. I do. I am looking forward to that movie. Mm-hmm. I want to see where it goes from here, or if it even goes from here, if it's the end.
Yeah.
How it wraps up. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Let's get into Mandalorian then.
Okay.
For this week. What's this one called?
This one was called Guns for Hire.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's chapter 22, by the way.
Yep. What happened?
So, oh my gosh. You always make me start these off. Okay, so we start off, there's a ship that is full of Quarrens, I think is what they're called.
Oh,
they're like the fish people.
monsters, yeah. They're weird.
Squiddy, whatever. Yeah, because they have like the weird tentacles like coming out of their chin and stuff.
Not the Mon Calamari or whatever they are.
No, not them. It's the other fish people. Yeah. And they are, I guess, hailed by an Imperial ship. Mm-hmm. And it's full of Mandalorians.
Yeah.
They're now privateers.
They're like, hey, we're looking for you. Mm-hmm. You got something we want.
Yep. And it happens to be, you just said, a Mon Calamari. Because I guess he's like the prince or something. The way he talked, he was like, I don't want to go back to the castle or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he's in love with the captain of the Quarren ship. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to give you up. That's basically it.
Yeah, I thought they were going to kill him, like destroy him. I thought they had turned bad. I even wrote down bad Mandos, but they're not bad. They're just bounty hunters.
They're just
doing their
guns for hire. Yep. So they take him away, and that's all that little thing. Then we go to a planet called Plaisir 15.
Nice. Little Pleasure 15.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
And this is, of course, Bo-Katan, Mando, Grogu. They're all heading there.
The crew.
Mm-hmm. She's like, I'm gonna just pull the ship like over here really far away because they know that the other Mandalorians are there. So she's like, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna park outside of the city and then we'll go in.
We'll go talk to them. Mm-hmm. I don't want to deal with everything else.
Yeah. But then, of course, there's like an auto guide that just guides them into the port. It's like, well, I guess we're doing this.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they get...
you got a meeting with the king and queen.
Yeah, with the high council or whatever. Yeah. So that's where they go. They go straight there. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not the king and queen. She's like the duchess.
Okay.
And he is, I guess, her consort.
Yeah.
Because he's not the duke.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, they get in there, and who is it?
We had no idea this was going to happen.
No. It was Jack Black.
Yeah. We were very surprised.
Because I was like, oh my gosh, Jack Black.
Yeah.
And then the Empress, not Empress, the Duchess was Lizzo.
Yeah.
Like, what
why? What's happening?
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm surprised we didn't get spoiled on this. Thank goodness we watched it the first day. We probably would have been spoiled.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I'm pretty sure I saw either later that night or the next morning I saw pictures of Lizzo. Yeah. I was like, oh, glad we watched it. And then we did. But yeah, so they meet them. They seem to be okay. He was like, he's like an ex-Imperial.
Yeah, he's part of the amnesty program, which is really working very well.
Yeah.
This is a very pleasury planet.
Yes.
Where the humans don't have to work. Droids
do everything. Yep.
So they're very pampered here.
Yeah, and they also, since he is there, I guess, they can't have a military. Yeah. Was it because he was there or just because... I don't know, but for some reason they can't have a military. They're like forbidden to have a military there, which is why they've hired the Mandalorians. Yeah,
I think it's just the planet rules. Like the armed people can't come into the city or something.
I guess I don't know. But they now have a droid problem. Mm-hmm. Some of their droids are going rogue and like killing people or not killing people. I don't know if they killed people, but it's
gotten to the point where some people have definitely been injured pretty bad.
Yeah. And they're like driving their vehicles into places and stuff. It's just like they're going crazy.
They're just slamming things around.
Yeah. It's like, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah. They're losing their minds.
Yeah. So they're like, all right, we need you to investigate this. Yeah. And then you can go see the Mandalorians as soon as you figure all this stuff out.
Yeah. And, since weapons and armor are kind of your religious thing, you're able to bring them in.
Exactly.
Get what we're saying? Huh? I don't know, because you can use guns.
Yeah.
Also, Grogu is very smitten with the Duchess.
Yes, and she is smitten with him also. Yes. They immediately are just like, yes.
She offers him up food like immediately. So
and he jumps in her arms. To her, yeah.
And Grogu has a weakness. It's food.
Uh-huh. And he basically stays with her the whole time. So we don't really see what he's doing. There's like one part where it shows they're playing some game or something.
Yeah.
And he's there.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, we don't really see him very much.
Right. He's helping him cheat in a game.
Yeah. So they go to meet up with the head of security. He's the person in charge of all the droids. And they walk in, and it was Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
So we're like, what is this?
The heck, man?
There's so many.
Star-studded episode.
Right? So he's telling them that, it's not that big of a deal. The droids aren't really that big of a problem, and also, if they wanted to, we've got this button that we could shut them all down.
Yeah.
But they took a vote or whatever, and they're like, no, you can never press that button because
then they'd have to go back to work.
Exactly, they don't want to do that.
They can't do that. Mm-hmm. Society would collapse because they can't do work.
Exactly. So he's like, maybe you should just go speak to the Ugnaughts.
Yeah.
And the Ugnaughts are the ones who basically, it's a lot of former Imperial droids, and the Ugnaughts are the ones who fixed them so that they would not do Imperial stuff.
Yeah.
That they would do the things that they need them to do on the planet.
Right.
And they go to talk to them. They don't want to talk, and they're just basically ignoring them until finally Mando says, I'm a friend of Quill.
Yeah.
And you said, who's Quill?
Yeah.
And I said, Quill was in the first season. He was like...
How long ago was the first season? It was so long ago.
It was so long ago.
How much stuff have we watched? I can't remember everything.
It was so long ago that you weren't even living here. We were watching it simultaneously.
Yes.
Over the PlayStation.
Uh-huh.
Right. Both of us logged into your account and just talking as we were watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, from me here and you in Arizona. Right. So it's been a while.
It has.
But yes, he was the one who turned IG-11 into a nurse droid and did some other things that I can't remember, and he got killed, and it was sad.
I was torn up.
It was so sad, even though I couldn't even remember his name, and I felt really bad about it because I was like, oh, that guy died. Oh. Yeah. So anyway, they're willing to talk to them.
Yeah.
Because he knew Quill and everything.
Yep.
And they give them a list of the malfunctioning droids so they can go try to find out more information.
Yeah.
And they get into they go to this, I forget what it is. It's it's a place where, what are they doing? They're the droids are moving things.
Yeah. It looks like
it's like a factory
cargo
or
transport.
Yeah, something like that.
They're loading up stuff.
Yeah, I'm I can't remember.
A little warehouse kind of deal.
Yeah, I'm I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. I can't think of words today. It's fine. And Mando just starts kicking their legs.
Yeah, because the Roger robot doesn't want to talk to him, really.
Yeah.
So he's just knocking them over. Yeah. And he's they're automated. They won't care if I do this.
And this is the best way to figure out which ones are malfunctioning.
And he's I don't know if you should do that, Roger.
But he keeps doing it, and of course he kicks one and it gets mad and it starts trying to destroy things. And he's like, well, it worked,
Yep.
So they take it down. I mean, it takes
off
them a while.
running. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, so they have to go after it. They have to fight it and everything, and they finally take it down. And they find a spark pad on it, which is a matchbook, and it is for the droid bar, the resistor.
Yeah.
So they go to the resistor so they can figure out what's going on. And he's so mean to the droids.
Yeah, he is.
Which he was mean in the first season to all the droids too.
Yeah, he's not a droid guy.
No, he's not a droid guy. He does not like droids.
He sent R5
droids
into his doom.
But droids killed his family, so
well, yeah.
He has a bad history with droids. And occasionally he'll like a droid. Yeah. Which I guess is why he wanted IG-11 back, because he was this one droid actually was okay, so I would like that one back. But no. And then he starts kind of harassing the bartender there. And Bo-Katan's could you calm down a little bit? Could you not be this mean to these droids? The worst. Yeah. It's they're trying to help too, And the bartender's we want the bad droids to be caught too, because it's making us look bad, and then we're gonna lose our jobs. Yeah. They're gonna decommission us, and then we're basically dead. Yeah.
He's they just make us do some stuff. It's not too hard. It's really easy. Exactly. So we just do it and enjoy our lives. So we don't want to mess up that system.
Yeah. So he's I'll help any way that I can. So they go back into the back room to find some information back there. There's something called Nepenthe, I think was what it's called. Something like that. It's a lubricant that they have at the bar.
Yeah.
and it has programming subparticles in it. Mm-hmm. And apparently they got a bad batch of it.
Yeah, and that's what's throwing them off.
Because all of the ones that went bad had used that from that batch.
Yeah.
And it had nanodroids in it. And so they figure out a way to trace it back because they start like enhancing it because it's like, oh, there's some writing on that. Enhance.
Yeah, they take it back to like the morgue where that battle droid is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were able to find that.
Yep. So
and they're attacked by the medical droid.
Yeah. But they do figure out who it is that's behind everything, and it was Christopher Lloyd the whole time.
Christopher Lloyd, how could you?
He's the bad guy. He's a separatist. He talks about like how cool Count Dooku was.
Right. It's like, okay,
okay.
You're obviously wrong.
Okay, nice name drop there. Oh, man. And it was at this point after like they've captured him. Because they go up to talk to him and everything. He says, I'm going to push the button, and when I push the button, it's going to turn them all back into Imperial droids or whatever. And they're going to attack the people. Yeah. But they take him down, and he doesn't get to do anything.
Take him down pretty easily.
Yeah. So then they go back to the Duchess, and Grogu's there, and that's where they're playing the game. And Grogu's helping the Duchess cheat.
Yep.
So that she can win because he likes her, which was really cute. But come on, Grogu. You can't be doing that. So they explain what had happened and everything. And this is the guy you're after. He's the one who's been doing it all. And she's like, oh, why would you do that?
You were my buddy.
Yep. So they take him off, and
he's being exiled somewhere.
Yeah, to some moon, I think was what it was. And for their reward, she gives them the key to Plaisir, and she gives a Grogu a knighthood. She's like, I love thee, Sir Grogu, or whatever.
It's ridiculous. He did nothing.
Absolutely nothing. He helped her cheat playing a game. And I wouldn't even know if she knew it. Because he just used his powers to do it. Like, while he was like up around her, like holding onto her leg, basically. Oh, man. So cute. But anyway, they're like, all right, now we can finally go talk to the Mandalorians. We've done this mission that they needed. Yeah. So they go up, and Axe Woves is their leader now. He was one of the guys who was with her, who was one of her followers. But he's the leader now. So she goes up, and she's like, I want my fleet back. And he's like, can't have it. Yeah. So she's like, well, I challenge you for leadership. So they have this big fight. She beats him up. But he's like, we still don't want to follow you because you don't have the Darksaber. It's not, the real leader of Mandalore would wield the Darksaber.
That's our tradition.
Yep. And so Mando's like, well, technically, yeah. He basically, because he's like, here, I'll give you the Darksaber. And they're like, no, we've already told you this. Yeah. It has to be won. And he's like, well, technically, she already did win it.
She killed the little spider droid guy that took me captive.
Exactly. Because when the little spider droid guy took him captive, he lost the Darksaber, which meant that it belonged to the spider droid thing. And then she defeated the spider droid. And then so she got it.
To her. So they're like, okay.
They're like, I mean, kind of a technicality, but okay, sure, we'll give it to you.
Good enough.
So she owns it now, and he gives it to her, and she
unfurls it.
I don't know what it's called when turns it on, basically, and she just stands there looking cool.
Yep. So she is way better with that Darksaber than he is.
So good.
He's so bad with it.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I mean, he did do something with it in the episode. He chopped something with it. It may have been the droid. I can't remember the battle droid that they were after.
Yeah, it was the medical droid.
That was it. It was the medical droid. So I mean, he can use it, but he's not very good at it.
No, he's not.
And so
probably for the best.
So Bo-Katan now has it, and she's going
to unite the two sides.
Lead the Mandalorians.
Yep.
Good for her.
Very good for her. I liked this episode. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It's kind of like what I imagine iRobot was. I never saw iRobot, so I'm just assuming it was kind of like this.
I did see it.
Or maybe Blade Runner. Like chasing down robots and stuff. Yeah. Little crime mystery kind of thing. So I thought it was fun. Jack Black. Yeah. Christopher Lloyd. Lizzo, even though she's really not that great of an actress, still like her. Yeah. It was just fun to see her.
Yeah, it was cute.
And I thought it was good stuff.
Yeah, nice. They have like a little side quest within their side quest.
Yeah. Yeah.
goodness.
Always fun. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I would like it to be instead of all the weird Imperial stuff.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I want to know what, like, usually I feel like each season has an actual, like, plot. I guess the plot is to take Mandalore back. I guess that's the whole storyline. So, okay, fine.
Yeah, I agree. It should be a little more focused, but it's a little off the rails.
But whatever, it's fine.
Isolated, I thought it was a fun episode.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I liked it.
Yeah. Well, then should we move on to Civil War now?
Sure.
Captain America Civil War.
Yep.
Based on the comics that was really huge in like 2006 or so.
That sounds about right.
It was great. I read through it. Was like the first thing I read to get into comics, like besides X-Men. Like it really got me into comic books then because I was like driving into town because I lived in a small town. I would drive into the city and then just go to Barnes & Noble and read while I was waiting on other things. Mm-hmm. And I would just read Civil War books forever. And it was great. Never bought one. Just read them in Barnes & Noble. But anyway, I eventually bought them. But yeah. So I was very excited to see what they did with this movie. Mm-hmm. And everything was kind of leading up to it. It seemed fun.
See, I knew about Civil War because back when it was coming out in 2006, the comic books, my boyfriend at the time was really into these comic books. And so he would talk to me about them.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, okay, cool. So I knew about it.
Okay, great. I love it. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Very fun.
So we would go to the comic book store together, and he would get Civil War comic books, and I'd be like, I'm going to be over here looking at the Fables comics. But so I had heard about it at least.
Yeah.
So I kind of was a little familiar, but I hadn't read them.
Yeah. So they definitely couldn't do what they did in the comics because that was based on like a rogue group of young Avengers or something. I can't remember what they're called. News. Anyway, and something goes wrong. A villain blows up like a school and stuff. And like, so everybody turns against them and they have to like register with their real names and stuff in case something goes wrong. And so that divides the heroes and gotta go from there. So this one's a little different, but I love this movie. Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, this is I was telling you earlier, of all of the Marvel movies, this one is probably the one that I've seen the most.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've seen it, but I've seen it several times.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I really like this one.
It's so fun, but serious too.
Yeah.
And like a lot's going on. And
I mean, which considering that most of the Marvel movies I've only seen once.
Yeah.
A couple of them I've seen 2 times. I think I've seen this one maybe 4 times. So it's not that much more, but it's more than usual.
It's worth it. Oh man, so much fun, like big moments and stuff, and little Easter eggs too that are great. Yeah. So if you haven't seen this one, you should watch it.
And I did go see this one in the movie theater. So we start off 1991.
Yes.
We're at some kind of a Hydra compound place, whatever. The Winter Soldier is there.
Doing his thing.
I don't know what happened with my voice. There. Oh my gosh. And of course they're doing their words to
indoctrination deal.
Yeah, so
code words.
Do you know what all the words are? I wrote them down.
I know there's 9 benign boxcar. I don't remember the other one. So
it's longing, rested, 17, daybreak, furnace, 9, benign, homecoming, 1, freight car.
Ready to comply.
Yes, it worked. Yeah. Apparently, people come up to Sebastian Stan and just
say them all the time.
Do those, and he's like,
"What do you want?"
I don't know why you're doing this.
Start punching them. It's like they did it. Like I can't.
I couldn't help myself. I was under control.
I'm programmed. I'm sorry.
Oh boy. So yeah, they do the code words and tell him that he has a mission. So he goes on his little mission. There's a car. He runs it off the road. He opens the trunk. There's a briefcase, and in the briefcase there are these bags of something blue.
I mean, it looks like super soldier serum. It is super soldier serum.
Does it? What? Yeah, it's super soldier serum.
But I mean, like, what's that security? Come on, Stark.
Right.
Like, come on. Why are y'all transporting it in the trunk of a car?
In the trunk of a car, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not a good move.
Why is he still making it?
That's a good question that we should talk about.
This is in 91.
Yeah. I agree.
Howard Stark, what are you doing, sir? Anyway, so that's our first scene. We see all that. Then we go to we see Wanda.
She's having coffee.
Yep, she's having coffee at a cafe in Lagos, Nigeria.
Yep. Did you like the big text over the screen every time they were
in a different location?
It's kind of silly.
Yeah, they do that again. These are the same guys who do the
Russo brothers.
Yeah, they do Infinity War and Endgame, where they also do that.
Still did it,
yeah. So I mean,
it's a choice.
What? It's fine.
It at least tells us where they are, I guess.
It does, because sometimes you have to get it from context clues, and sometimes you just can't.
They are in a lot of different countries in this movie.
Yes, they go all over the place.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway. They're sitting there, or she's sitting there having her coffee. Cap is talking to her. Mm-hmm. They're kind of looking out. They're looking for somebody.
Yep. Something's going down. Mm-hmm. They got a tip off.
Yes, but they don't know exactly what. They think they know what's going on, which is why they are where they are.
They think they're going to go after the police of this place.
But it turns out that's not what they're going after. Falcon is there. He's like their spy in the sky kind of person. He's checking out this garbage truck that's just kind of ramming people out of the way on the street. He's like, that's weird. Maybe I should check that out.
Well, Cap tells him to check it out. Yeah.
But he's like, that's weird. Cap's like, check it out. So he sends his little...
he sends out Red Wing.
Yeah.
I was so excited to see Red Wing. I was like, they did it.
They did Red Wing.
And they did it in a good way, because Red Wing is just a falcon in the comics, and it's like, you can't really do that.
Can't do that. But if you have a little drone thing called Red Wing, you can do that. So that's what they do. He sends that down. It sees that there are these people in it. It's like heavily armed and everything. Mm-hmm. And they've got guns. It's
maximum weight.
Yep. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's a battering ram. Mm-hmm. And so they realize that, they're not actually going after the police. They're going for the Institute for Infectious Diseases.
Yes.
And
So they got a lot of diseases there. They're going to release it.
They got something there they're going to release. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's under attack. The Institute is under attack. And who is the guy who is doing all this thing, leading this mission?
Crossbow.
Yeah, it's Rumlow from
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. The last time we saw him, a building was falling on him, basically.
Yep. Last time we saw him, they were working on him medically. And he had an X across his chest. And we're like, Crossbow.
You were like, Crossbow.
I was like, Crossbow.
I was like,
I even literally said it in the theater when I saw it. Crossbones.
I was like, X-Men. No.
He's the new X-Men.
I wasn't. No. But yeah, he's Crossbones.
Yeah.
He's inside. He takes some kind of biological weapon. Mm-hmm. So he gets out. Natasha's fighting him.
Everybody's fighting Falcon him. Shows up. They're fighting all the soldiers. Wanda.
Yeah, Red Wing is helping also.
Yeah. It's a really... I really like this fight scene, though, because it shows off them using their, like, powers and equipment in,
to help each other.
Innovative ways, working as a team.
Because, like, at one point, Wanda uses her powers to lift Cap into, like, the building or whatever so that he can go after the guys.
Yeah. They're more coordinated now.
Yes.
Their training's been working out.
Exactly. Apparently. They're doing really well.
They are.
So, which, I mean, at the end of Age of Ultron, they were having their training and everybody starting their training. So, there we go. We know it's going well. They do manage to get the payload. Like, he gets his guys to split up and they go after Nat and Falcon go after those guys.
Which Black Widow, she really recovered because she gets thrown into like one of the vans that has like a hole in the top for a gun and stuff. Oh, yeah. And she gets thrown in there with a grenade. And she uses a guy to shield her, but still, you're confined in this little car with an explosion. You're at least going to be pretty badly injured. But she's up.
She's up. She's
riding a
again.
Motorcycle. Yep. Flinging it at people.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But yeah, they do manage to get the payload. The guy who has it, he's like, I'm going to drop it if you shoot my friend here. And he gets hit by Red Wing. And she grabs the vial. Mm-hmm. And then Falcon's like, you should be thanking Red Wing. And she's like, I'm not going to thank that thing. Pet him. It's like, no, don't want to. But then Crossbones goes after Cap. They're fighting.
They're dogfighting.
I was waiting for it. So they have this big fight scene. Yeah. And then he's talking about Bucky, which is keeping Cap's attention,
it's like,
basically.
You knew him. He knew who you were.
Yep.
He was crying when we reprogrammed him.
He was
crying.
Oh, he's so weak. Ooh. Yeah. So he's got Cap's attention, basically, so Cap's not really paying attention to everything else, which is the fact that the guy has a bomb strapped to him or whatever. Yep. And he's like, well, I guess I'll see you in it. He's like, I guess, so he is about to explode himself, and Wanda realizes what's going on, so she grabs him.
Yeah, she gets him in a hex field as he's blowing up. Yeah. And just burning to death. Like, dude's in some serious pain.
Yeah, and then she like floats him up and
she tries to get him out of the area.
Yeah. And instead of like, I don't know, throwing him way up in the sky so he can explode.
Well, it's tough. She can only do what she can.
Yeah, I know.
It's not easy to contain a bomb. And, I mean, it might be. I don't have these powers. Nobody knows how hard it is.
But also, she's still kind of learning her powers too. She is. But she can't get him away and throws him into a building.
Yeah. I mean, it's beside a building. Yeah.
So it explodes. A bunch of people get killed. And then she's like, oh my gosh, I'm the worst person. I'm a monster.
But really, it was the best she could do.
Like, yeah, exactly. It was
a crowd of people.
It was either kill like a crowd of people in the square where they're all just like standing around watching Captain America fight this guy.
Or try to get as high up as you can.
Yeah, that would have killed so many people.
Yeah. The people in the building would have been injured as well then. So
probably.
Including the people that were on the ground as well. So
I mean, who knows? It could have like taken out the bottom of the building and the whole building could have collapsed, killing everybody in there. Yeah. You don't know.
Yeah. I don't.
Exactly. And I don't either. Anyway, so yeah, he's dead. She's feeling real bad about it because a bunch of people got killed. People on the news are like, oh, this not Scarlet Witch, sorry. Yeah. She's not Scarlet
Witch here. I don't know why we're calling her that, but I'm going to call her it.
Okay, technically it's not what she's called yet. Wanda Maximoff, look at what she did. She's a terrible person.
Yep. Just murdering everybody.
Yep. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Then we see what Tony's doing.
Smash cut, too.
What's Tony Stark up to? He's at MIT. He's giving a speech.
Yeah, showing off some holographic technology.
Yeah, called BARF.
BARF, yep. This has a nice young Robert Downey Jr. in there. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Still. Yeah, talking to his parents. Okay.
Yeah, he's talking to his parents and everything. It's right before they leave.
Yeah,
and they're about to die.
Things he wished he'd said to him and stuff, but he didn't.
Yep.
And BARF is going to lead to Far From Home, Spider-Man, because that's what Mysterio is working on.
Oh.
That's where he gets that technology. Okay. Where he creates the holograms and stuff.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he tells them that, like, all the people in the room, at MIT, there's some kind of program or whatever that they have applied for, and he's going to fund all of their projects.
Yep. Which seems like a bad idea.
That's a lot of money. And
it's a lot of money.
Be a lot of bad ideas that he's just funding.
A lot of money, a lot of bad ideas. What about the guy in the crowd like, oh, man, I haven't even started. I'm going to create, like, the craziest thing now. The most expensive project in the world.
Who knows?
Yeah. We also found out Pepper and him are not doing well. Yeah. Because she's supposed to be there.
Yeah, they're on the outs apparently. Yeah. So she's not there.
Yeah. But Jim Rash is there.
She's not there, which means they don't have to pay Gwyneth Paltrow to show up.
That's true, yeah. Probably for the best. But Jim Rash is there, who is from Community. Russo brothers put another Community person in there.
Okay.
Because they're trying to put as many Community people in there as they can in their movies.
Okay.
Because that was kind of, I don't know if it's where they got their start, but they directed a lot of episodes. Big fans. So that was cool. As a fan of Community, I enjoyed it.
I've never watched it, so
should.
Good for him, I guess.
It's enjoyable. Then he tries to sneak out.
Yep.
And he runs into Mariah Dillard from Luke Cage. Same actress.
Oh, okay.
But
it's Alfred Woodard.
Yeah. But
I'm assuming her last name is Spencer in this.
Probably.
Because she's talking about her son, Charlie Spencer.
Could be.
Who was in Sokovia and died.
Yeah.
And she blames Iron Man.
Yep.
For her son's death.
It's like, building fell on him. Thanks a lot, Iron Man.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Iron Man.
I blame you.
Exactly.
Which, to be fair, honestly, he did create Ultron.
He created Ultron, so it is kind of his fault.
Yeah.
So I don't blame her at all for blaming him. Because, not the best look, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, she's pretty pissed off at him.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, good for you that you're helping all these other people. Why couldn't you help my son?
Yeah. Hope you can sleep at night.
Yeah, exactly. We find out that there were 11 Wakandans that were killed in the building explosion.
Yeah, they were meeting because Ultron used a lot of vibranium or the stolen vibranium. So they're trying to fix that.
Yep. So, oops.
Yep.
A bunch of them.
Oopsie.
That's not good. They have a big meeting with the Secretary of State.
Yep.
Thunderbolt Ross. And there he is. And so this is where we find out about the Sokovia Accords.
Yeah. Have you seen the New World Order trailers?
No.
Me neither, but Harrison Ford's in there. Or no, it's not trailers, pictures.
I was going to say, I didn't know there was a trailer yet. But I knew he was going to be in it.
Have some Harrison Ford in there, and I don't think he's going to have a mustache either.
What?
Big
faux
whatever.
Pas. Sure. Big mistake.
No.
Huge.
He wants them to sign the Sokovia Accords.
Yes.
Because they're out of control.
Yeah. This would put them under the supervision of the United Nations. Mm-hmm. There would be like a panel that they would
decide when they would use them and when not to.
And he starts talking about like all these terrible things that have happened. It's like, oh, of course, there was the whole Battle of New York, and there was the thing in Washington, D.C., the Winter Soldier thing, where everything, if they hadn't stopped them, it would have killed like millions of people. But, no, it's terrible. And the whole Sokovia thing, and then now this building explosion, they're just out of control.
Yeah.
It's like, but if they didn't do something... So many more people would have died.
It was all stuff that was gonna happen. They didn't cause it. The only thing they did cause was
they did cause
Ultron,
the Ultron
and
thing.
that's Tony. That's on Tony.
On Tony.
But like, if you think about it, like they're like, oh, these new superpowered people, they're all coming up everywhere. The government needs to be modifying, but the government created all of these people. Like. They made Captain America. They gave Falcon his wings and stuff so he can use them. Well, he was part of it was a military program that made him.
But then he took them from...
Yeah, he took them, but they still are the ones making them. And somebody else would have just had them. They're ordering the weapons from Tony to, they're funding him, basically.
Yeah.
They caused all that. The Hydra people, who was S.H.I.E.L.D., made Wanda. Black Widow was made by the Russian government. The governments aren't really gonna... They're kind of to blame for all this stuff, so... I don't know that they're the ones that need to be picking apart. They just need to regulate Tony. Tony's the only one that really screws everything up. And maybe Bruce Banner. Yeah. he kind of caused his own problem too, but the other ones, they're just doing the best they can with what they were made as.
Yeah, okay, and then, sorry, we were talking about Bruce Banner and how the government is... Do you even recall Incredible Hulk? Where they literally made, what's-his-face? Abomination?
That's true. They did, yes. Yep, that's true. They made him a super soldier.
It was Ross who did it.
Yeah, exactly.
What the heck, man?
It's one of those things where you have guilt about what you did, so you project it onto other people. It's kind of a very shaky premise for this, but it's the best they could do, really.
But anyway, they're going to be having a meeting in Vienna in 3 days so that they can ratify the Accords.
Yes.
And they want all of them to sign the Accords, saying that, sure, well, we'll let the government be in charge of all of this.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we have, we go to Cleveland, because, of course, we have to have a big Cleveland on the screen.
Gotta have Cleveland.
And Baron Zemo pretends to, or I guess he actually does crash a car.
Yeah.
Outside of Karpov's house. Karpov was the guy who was doing the code words for Winter Soldier in the beginning. So he's like, hey, is this your car out here? Can I pay for the damage or whatever? So he opens it and the guy's like, he just comes in and...
as soon as he opens the door, he knocks him out.
Yeah. He ties him up. He's...
got his head in the
sink. Gonna kill him. He's there to get the Winter Soldier book and any information that he can find on the Winter Soldier.
About the 1991 mission, Serbia.
mission report for December 16th, 1991.
Yeah.
So he ends up killing that guy.
Yeah, because he won't tell him anything. He's all hell hydrang and stuff.
So he drowns him.
Yep.
Even though the guy clearly could have just moved his neck, moved his head.
His mouth was not below the water line.
But sure,
I mean, eventually.
Just go ahead and drown. Whatever.
Probably would have been faster, whatever.
Yeah. So, anyway, he's dead.
Yep.
Then we go back to the Avengers. They're all taking sides, basically. They're divided on this.
Yeah.
Cap, of course, does not want to sign the Accords because he's like, I don't want the government to be telling us what we can do, because what happens if somebody needs our help and they're like, no, we don't want you to help this, because when you have a group like that, they can change
a lot of different
minds.
Yeah, opinions can go different ways the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
And may not be for the best intentions, their decisions and stuff, so.
But of course, Tony's like, no, we need to be kept in check.
Yeah.
It's like, Tony, you need to be
kept in check. Tony needs to be kept in check. He's really the only one.
Yeah, so they start kind of taking sides and everything.
Falcon's, of course, with Cap.
Yeah, because Falcon's always with Cap, because they're BFFs
Rhodey's,
and everything.
of course, with Iron Man.
Because they're BFFs,
always with him.
Exactly. Natasha surprisingly goes with Tony.
Yeah.
I was like, she's not... What? Okay, I thought like her and Cap were pretty tight, but whatever.
Yeah. Vision is
with
Iron
Tony.
Man's side.
Of course. Well, I mean, he made him, so...
Yeah.
But
they're out of control, and they need regulation or whatever.
Yeah, and then Wanda's like, I'm with Cap because these people hate me.
Yeah.
They're just gonna put me in jail and never let me, do anything.
Right.
So
Hawkeye is not in the scene.
No, he has retired.
He's off doing his thing. Retired.
I think they say that he is retired or whatever.
Yeah, he is.
So those are the only ones, right?
I think so.
Because Hulk and Thor are somewhere else.
Yeah.
Don't know what they're doing.
They don't even know where they are.
We won't find out what they're doing until Thor Ragnarok.
Yep.
So those two are out of it. So I guess that is everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So they still can't decide on what they're going to do. And then Cap gets a text.
Yep.
Peggy is dead.
It just says Peggy's dead.
That's exactly what it says. I can't remember what it says.
It says she's gone. She's gone. She went in her sleep.
Yeah.
Or peaceful in her sleep or something like that.
So, Peggy Carter's dead.
Yep.
That's what we learned from it.
Yep.
He's like, I gotta go. Oh, and the funeral's gonna be in London. And so he's like, I gotta go. And so he walks down the stairs and he has a little manly cry.
He does.
Once he gets away from everybody. Poor Cap. That was the love of his life.
Oh.
Anyway, so London, he's at the funeral.
He let some
BFF
other
Sam
pallbearers carry him.
Yeah, BFF Sam Wilson is there with him also.
Yeah.
But he's one of the pallbearers, and I was like, he can do this himself. They don't need that many pallbearers. You could just
really don't.
One-hand it, like a waitress walking down with a tray of food. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then there's a eulogy given by her niece.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Sharon.
Ozzy. Oh man. So Sharon is there and he's like, what?
She's a home to what now?
Sharon Carter. So she was like, I kept it a secret because didn't want people to know that we were related or whatever, because they would have been like, oh, but your aunt's like so much cooler than you are.
Yeah. She was the agent watching over Steve in Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Next door. Said she was a nurse. She lied.
Yeah, she lied. Yeah. So at the end, after the funeral, Nat is there. She shows up and she's like, well, Tony, Rhodey, and Vision all signed the Accords. Mm-hmm. Apparently she did too.
Probably.
Because it's just kind of implied, but none of the other ones signed. And she's on her way to Vienna for the special UN conference, but she wanted to stop by there to be there for Tony.
Didn't want him to be alone.
Yeah, exactly. But he wasn't alone. Sam was there.
Yeah, but
But whatever. They're close.
Yeah, they're friends.
They're friends, and that's why I'm kind of like, come on, why did they not sign together?
It even looked like he was gonna do a little cry whenever they hugged. His face got a little crinkled up.
Just a little cry.
Little cry.
Just one manly tear.
A manly tear.
Oh, man. But then we go to Vienna. And there he is. It's T'Challa.
I was like, here. Oh, man, I missed Chadwick Boseman.
And I didn't know anything about Black Panther.
Yeah.
And this was the movie I saw it and I was like, oh, man, I really like this character.
Yeah, Black Panther's cool.
Yeah.
I see him in the trailers and stuff, and I was like, all right, let's go.
This is pretty sweet. T'Chaka is also there, his dad. They're talking to Nat and everything.
He would be the Black Panther still at that point. So I have questions.
See, I don't know.
Because how is he? I think he was. Because I think you are until you die. Maybe not.
I don't know, because he's talking about warriors. Like, later he talks about, like, warriors take on the mantle, and he's like, and now I'm the king.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, so maybe it was. But he didn't drink all this stuff until the Black Panther movie.
Exactly.
So where's he getting them powers from?
I don't know.
Or maybe Black Panther takes place a little before.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it takes place after this.
It really doesn't.
Because T'Chaka's already dead, because when he takes the thing, he goes
in there and talks to him.
Yeah. So I don't know. Know. There's a little
continuity error here.
There's a little plot hole there that I'm not sure what's going on. I'm sure someone will make a nice comment on our YouTube video about what exactly is going on and how wrong we are.
Tell us the timeline.
Because and if you can, good for you. Yeah. So they're there. Yay. Mm-hmm. Cool. I don't know why I said it that way. They were really cool. I mean, T'Challa especially.
And Nat's there.
Yeah.
They get around very quickly in this universe.
They do.
I guess makes sense. They have their own planes and everything. They could just probably fly around, but still, everybody moves very quickly.
Very quickly. Well, I mean, they were already in London.
Yeah.
And Vienna's not that far away.
Yeah.
So
I mean, not too much, but yeah.
It's closer than, the United States, where they were before. So
yeah.
Anyway, T'Chaka's he's giving a speech. He's talking about the people who died in Lagos and everything. And T'Challa just happens to be looking outside.
Yeah.
And he notices these people running away from a news van. So he's
they were doing it was some police checking it.
Yeah. He's like, oh, there's something dangerous about to happen. Mm-hmm. And so he goes to protect his dad. He jumps that way and an explosion hits. He gets knocked away. Yeah. Because you can see he's jumping and then all of a sudden he's going the opposite direction. Yeah. It's oh no.
Dad not so lucky.
No, so yeah.
For some reason I had a thought in my mind that he said something as he was dying, but no,
he's dead.
I don't know where I got that from.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he's killed in the explosion. He doesn't have a chance to say anything.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it's all over the news, the explosion. And they're and we have footage of the person who planted the bomb. And it's Bucky Barnes.
Bucky Barnes did it.
Uh-oh, Buck. What are you gonna do now? So yeah, he's all over the news. They're looking for him. He doesn't realize it. He's in Bucharest, Romania. He's just doing his own thing.
Sharon Carter gives him some info about it.
Yeah, because Cap is T'Challa's I'm gonna go after this guy. He killed my dad. Mm-hmm. And Cap's I'm gonna go after him too because I don't want anybody to kill him because he's my friend.
He's my friend.
Exactly. And Sharon tells Cap that they have orders to shoot on sight. So he's well, I definitely need to go after him now. So while Bucky is out buying fruit or whatever, he finds out that he's wanted for the explosion. He's what? That can't be right. Uh-oh. And inside of his apartment, Captain America's there. He's just wandering around. He's
look at his private journal. Mm-hmm. Just really getting into his stuff.
Yeah, it's come on, man. Privacy.
Privacy, bro. Falcon's German special forces are surrounding the area.
Yep.
You gotta get out of there.
Standing behind Cap, there's Bucky. He's
he snuck in.
Yep. So Cap's they're coming for you. Mm-hmm. We gotta get out of here.
And they do. They burst in the apartment.
They fight their way out.
Yeah. Then Black Panther shows up, starts fighting Winter Soldier. Because
Bucky grabs his backpack and he tosses it on the roof next door and then he jumps over to the roof. And that's when Black Panther shows up and is fight me, bro. Yeah. So they start fighting.
Cap comes to help him out. They're fighting.
Falcon's there also. He's I don't know who this guy is. He just came out of nowhere and he's dressed like a cat. I don't know. they go down into like a tunnel where all of this traffic is.
Yeah.
And they're just running.
They're running. As fast as cars.
Yeah.
Like they're going. Like you're not going very fast in that tunnel. There's a lot of traffic, but still they are hoofing it, man. Exactly. They are going.
So Bucky's like in front, Black Panther's behind him, Cap is behind him.
Yeah.
And they're just going.
Yeah. It is. I love this part, but it's also so insane and ridiculous.
It is, but yeah, this is also one of my favorite parts.
It's great.
It's one of the things I remember about the movie.
Yeah.
So they have this whole chase scene through the tunnel. Cap, there's a police van that's after him. Cap goes and just knocks that guy out of the police van, steals it. So I was like, Grand Theft Auto Captain America edition.
Yeah.
Black Panther jumps on the van and it's just hanging on.
And then he jumps on Falcon, riding him around. Yeah. Which Falcon he should have just stopped.
It's like, Falcon, what are you doing?
Stop moving, Falcon. But no, he flings him at Bucky basically.
Oh my gosh, Bucky. At one point they finally get out of the tunnel.
Yeah, but Black Panther blew up part of it, so there's some debris blocking the exit of the tunnel.
And there's a motorcycle. Because it kind of goes
Bucky
in
makes
between.
It out.
But yeah.
Yeah, on the motorcycle.
So, he jumped. It's while he's outside is when he gets the motorcycle, because he just takes it from somebody, I think.
Okay.
And he flips it around and he flips himself onto it. And it's like, okay, we got a real Legolas getting on a horse situation here, and I don't think I like it, but it's fine, whatever. So he keeps going. They're all going still. I don't know. They
don't go very far because Cap he's driving that van. It hits the debris.
I think there's more than one tunnel that they go through.
Yeah, maybe. But he hits that debris and flips the car. He gets out so smoothly and just keeps running after him. This is insane. What is this? Who does this? I love it.
At one point, later in the movie, somebody says something about physics.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say who it was.
Sorry, spoilers.
Spider-Man's here.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
No, if you're listening to this, you already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says something about physics. And
yeah. And it definitely applies.
Yep.
This is insane.
Yep. So eventually everything crashes.
Yeah.
They're all fighting and everything, and they're surrounded. War Machine shows up. Black Panther takes off his helmet so everybody knows who he is.
They're like,
Your Highness. Yep. And they're all
arrested.
Captured. They're all arrested.
Yeah.
Back at the Avengers headquarters or whatever, Vision is there. He's making food for Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of talking. They're being all friendly and everything. She's like, well, this actually doesn't taste like it's supposed to. I'm going to go down to
he's trying to make her favorite meal.
I'm going to go down to the corner store and grab some actual paprika, because whatever you put in here is not paprika.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you don't have to do that. And she's like, are you stopping me from going? He's like, maybe. So yeah, he's been told not to let her leave.
It's not for her protection. It's for everybody else's protection.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. So she's not very happy about that.
Yeah.
Then we go to Berlin, and they are taking Bucky to a secure location.
Yeah.
We meet Everett Ross there.
Mm-hmm. What's his name? Martin Freeman?
Martin Freeman.
Yeah.
He's there. He acts not the way he does later.
Yeah, he's very...
he seemed like he was going to be a bad guy.
Kind of a jerk, yeah.
I'm like, this is not my Everett Ross. What is happening here? Yeah, so they've got Bucky. Cap and Falcon are not technically under arrest.
Right.
But they do take away their stuff.
Yep, the shield and the wings and all
that. The shield and the bird costume.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what they write down on the paper or whatever. He's like, bird costume? Really? This is when we find out for sure that Tony and Pepper are on a break, because Tony and Cap are talking. And he's like, here are these cool pins. You should totally sign that accord. And Cap's like, not gonna do it.
Yeah, well, he was kind of coming around it a little bit. Yeah, because
he was like, there would have to be safeguards and everything.
He's like, definitely. I mean, it'll go into a thing, and then you could make amendments and stuff. Yeah. It's a living document.
And then he finds out that Tony has Wanda in confinement, basically.
Yeah. And he's like, bro,
internment.
come on. We were
like,
so close.
It's like, you almost had me.
Why are you this way, Tony?
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna sign that.
Yeah.
Screw you. Then we get to Bucky's evaluation. He's going to be evaluated by a psychiatrist or whatever.
Yeah, a UN person.
Yep, that they've called in specifically for this. But that's not who it is.
Nope.
It is...
It's your boy.
It's your boy.
Zemo.
Baron Helmet Zemo.
Yep.
Yep. And he's talking to him, and they're like, well, I guess this is normal. I don't know, whatever. But then suddenly there's like far away from town, there's like the power grid or whatever.
Yeah.
There's
and he sent EMP to it, and it blew up.
Yep. So it took down the power grid. All the power's out, and so they can't see what's happening or hear what's happening or anything.
So they really need a backup generator.
Oh yeah, definitely. So it's like, why did they not have that? This is supposed to be a secure location. You would think that they would have something there, but no. Or at least have like a bunch of people there, like with him. Actually,
in the room.
Or in a room next door where there's like, I don't know, two-way mirror, not two-way, one-way mirror, whatever, something. I don't know,
they screwed up.
What are you
Pretty
doing?
bad.
What are you doing? I don't know. Anyway, so Zemo starts using the words to control him. Mm-hmm. And Bucky's like, I don't want to do this again. He's like trying to bust out.
Stop.
But he can't get out in time.
As soon as he knocks the door open, it's like,
the last word.
All right, what's up? What am I doing?
Yeah. So he asks, of course, about the December 1991 thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Falcon and Cap show up. They once the power goes out, they're like, oh crap, we gotta get down there.
Yep.
And Sharon tells them exactly where he is.
Yep. So they get down there. Zemo is like,
oh, help me!
Someone threw me on the ground.
Help me! Yeah.
I'm in distress. So they go after Bucky.
Yeah, Bucky knocks him down, takes off.
Yep. So Cap goes after him first, right? And then
he just kind of runs into everybody as he goes through the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iron Man shows up with his little glove that is from his suit.
Yeah.
He uses that to fight him.
Yeah, so Tony and Sharon and Natasha and T'Challa are all there. They're all fighting Bucky, but he ends up getting away.
Yep.
And
because that's where I got, like, because I thought maybe, okay, Black Panther, maybe his suit's giving him some powers or something, maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah.
But in this, he doesn't have a suit, and he's still going, like, toe-to-toe with Bucky, like, even fighting that metal arm and stuff, and I'm like, okay, now I don't know what's going on.
And Cap had, like, he was, like, was he stuck in, like, an elevator shaft?
Yeah, he got thrown in an elevator shaft.
Yeah.
And he had to pull himself up with his rippling muscles.
With his muscled
And
arms.
this isn't even the most insane muscle demonstration.
No, we'll get that in just a minute. Yeah, like right now, because Bucky gets away. He gets to the top of the building. There's a helicopter. He gets in it. He's about to take off. Here comes Cap. He runs over. He grabs the helicopter and grabs like the side of the helicopter pad, basically, and is just keeping him from going. Yeah. And his muscles are all rippling.
Got
and it's just
biceps just going and stuff.
And I was like, yeah.
I remember
I love this movie.
It got like such a laugh in the theaters because it's so ridiculous. It's just like,
it's like,
yeah.
It's like, okay.
He's just in like the biggest pose.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so funny.
It is very funny, but
kudos to Chris. Like,
but I enjoyed it.
He is in shape.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So he does take down the helicopter though, and almost gets his head chopped off at one point because it's like just spinning around and everything. It's crazy.
And they end up falling in the river.
Yes.
Or whatever it is.
And Bucky is still in the helicopter when it falls though, and he hits his head.
He's knocked out.
And knocks him out, so he has to pull him out of the water and everything. And take him to somewhere else.
A location.
Away from wherever they are.
Yeah.
Zemo is in the airport, I think, at that point, or at a train station or something.
He's getting away.
He's listening to a voicemail, though, on his phone. It's from some woman
Yeah.
Assuming his wife.
Yeah. And about his kid.
Yeah.
Oh, he needs to go to bed.
Exactly. And then he's heading off to Moscow because he's going to Siberia.
Yep.
Because he found out that that's where he needs to go. That's where they were keeping Bucky, so he's going to Siberia.
Yep.
We don't exactly know yet why.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out. Because they've got Bucky. His arm is in a vice.
Yeah.
We've seen this before. This was at the end of Ant-Man.
Yep.
So he's back to his normal self. He's actually Bucky. He remembers Cap's mom and everything.
Yeah.
And how he used to put newspapers in his shoes and stuff. And they ask him what Zemo wanted, or what the guy wanted. Because they keep calling him the doctor. They don't know it's Zemo yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
So they're like, what did the doctor want? He wanted to know about Siberia. And they're like, why would he want to know about that? They're like, because I wasn't the only Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Remember that stuff I stole? That was kind of super soldier serum.
Yeah.
And they trained some Hydra agents that were like their super kill squad.
Yeah, and they were even better than Bucky was.
Yeah,
so.
But they were a little more out of control and would just beat up the cars and stuff. So they were kind of insane.
Yeah, so they put him on ice basically.
Yeah.
And they're still there in Siberia. So that's where he's going. He's gonna go get the Winter Soldiers, and that's not gonna be good if he gets those guys.
Yep.
So then we have the scene from Ant-Man. Yeah.
We're going to need help.
Uh-huh.
I know a guy.
Exactly. And then he also, Tony also knows a guy. In Queens.
Yep.
In Spider-Man.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Very exciting. I like Spider-Man.
Oh man, yeah.
So, you know.
It was so cool that this was such a big deal that he came in here.
Yeah.
Because I never thought they were going to get the rights to Spider-Man. Ever. And then they worked out a deal. I was so happy.
Yeah.
And this was the perfect time to bring him in. And, oh my gosh.
And then they had like this.
Great.
They had like this nobody kid that nobody had heard of him and everything. And he shows up and it's like, he's just so good.
Yes. He's great.
So good.
Yeah.
So we get to meet Peter Parker. We get to meet Aunt May. And Aunt May is a young Aunt May, young and hot. And Tony's like, "Hey, Aunt May." And it's like, no, not
Stop
for you.
It. It's for Happy.
Exactly.
Even worse.
What? Why are you dissing on Happy like that? Come on.
I'm sorry, Happy.
Anyway. How dare you? So yeah, he's like, you're gonna need a new suit too, because you can't be wearing these pajamas. You know?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not gonna cut it.
You're gonna need an upgrade.
Yep. So yeah, Spider-Man's joining the team.
Yep.
Don't really ask him if he wants to join the Sokovia Accords or the other one. He's just like, "You're on our team, kid." It's like, okay.
Yeah, he gives him as little info as possible.
It's like, okay, Mr. Stark, sure. And he's like, "Do you have a passport?" And he's like, "Nope." And he's like, "We're going to Germany anyway."
You'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. So then Wanda and Vision are in their little penthouse thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And Vision goes off because there's some explosion in the distance and he has to go check it out because, you know.
He's Vision.
Because he's Vision. He's got to check out everything. He's got to make sure nothing bad's happening because,
Freaking Vision.
Freaking Vision.
Such a nice guy.
What the heck, man?
Perfect person.
Perfect freaking little robot. Little android.
Rub it in her face, why don't you?
Oh man, I never really liked Vision.
I like Vision. I love Vision.
I didn't really like him until Infinity War.
Okay.
So. And then I was like, okay. I like him okay now.
Yeah.
So he leaves Wanda there by herself, and then Clint shows up. He's there. Hawkeye's there to save the day. Take Wanda, get her out of there.
Yeah.
But of course, Vision shows up again. He's like, no. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
So he tries to stop him. They have the big fight and everything, and then finally,
Wanda looks like maybe she's gonna stay.
Yeah.
But then she's
like,
Vision.
No. So she like basically throws him through the ground.
Yeah.
And then then they get out of there.
It's a rough go for Vision.
Yep. Cap and Falcon and Bucky, they're in a little VW Beetle.
Yeah.
And
these 3 huge guys in this little Beetle.
And they meet up with Sharon. She's got their stuff back. And this is where we have Falcon in the front seat and Bucky's in the back. And he's like, can you move your seat up? And he's like, no. So Bucky just like moves over to the other side, or like more toward the middle. He's like, I just want to see what's going on, man. And then of course this is also where Cap and Sharon kiss, and I was like,
oh, it's so weird and like so forced.
Don't do this.
Honestly, they've like talked like twice in this movie, and it's just it's awkward. I did not want to see it. Mm-mm. It's even weirder in the comics because I think she's her granddaughter, and
gross.
It's so weird.
Yeah, just no.
Yeah, there's a lot of other people out there, Steve.
Just go find somebody else. Please.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Anyway, they get to the German airport.
Yep.
They're in the parking deck. Mm-hmm. And
Cap and Falcon and Bucky are all there, and then Hawkeye and Wanda
shows up with Wanda, and then they open the back of the van they're in, and there's Scott Lang. Yeah. Ant-Man's there. He is
having trouble with the time zones. He's got some lag. What is it called?
Jet lag.
Yeah.
Just lag. Just regular lag.
He's lagging.
He's lagging, bro.
He keeps skipping around.
He's just like, he's clipping through the buildings and everything.
Suddenly in the airport. Hey, what? How do you do that?
How do you get there? And then
even there yet.
And then he moves back over to where they are. You know how it is.
Gets back in the van.
Gets stuck getting out of the van. He's just standing there like halfway in the van, half out, and he just can't move anything. He's like, I don't know what's happening, guys. Oh man, lag. Great.
Yeah. But he's so happy to see Cap. Shakes his hand too much.
Yeah, he's like, I'm shaking your hand too much, aren't I? Then he's like, he sees Wanda and he's like, hey, I know you too. You're great.
He just feels Cap muscles, basically.
Yes. I was like, I mean, come on. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want to? So
it's a great introduction of Ant-Man.
Yeah, exactly. So now they're all there together. We've got our little group on Cap's side.
And they're evacuating the airport, so they're like, Tony's here. Mm-hmm. Got to suit up.
We got to get going. So they head out, and then, of course, here come all the other people. Tony's there with War Machine. And they're like, we can't let you go.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we're going to try anyway, so...
Yeah, because they're just talking to Cap. They're kind of surrounding Cap.
Yeah.
Black Widow shows up, and then who else shows up? Did anybody else show up? I mean, he calls in.
Well, once they start fighting.
Yeah.
And once they start fighting, that's when other people start showing up, I think.
No, they surround Cap, and then Black Widow comes up to talk to him too. And then he's like, all right, we want to do this peacefully, but under ruse.
Okay.
He calls him in. Spider-Man steals his shield.
Okay.
And then he's like, and he webs his hands together. Everybody else is still positioned around.
But then they fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's fighting that happens at some point.
Yeah. Because Hawkeye shoots his things, the webbing, and then Ant-Man's on the shield, and he punches Spider-Man and gives the shield back to Cap. And then we're fighting. Everybody's running around.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighting happening.
They split around to go catch him. I love this scene as well.
Vision shows up too.
So many good fight scenes in this movie, I swear.
Yeah, it's a lot of fighting.
Very creative use of powers and everything.
It is called Civil War, so what do you expect? Yeah. So yeah, there's a big fight.
Yeah. Once Spider-Man and Falcon and what?
I just have big fight outside.
Okay. Once Spider-Man and Falcon and Winter Soldier like break off into their own little thing.
Yeah, they're like inside the airport.
Talking, that was, oh my gosh.
It was
I could have watched that all day.
Yeah, it was good.
So great. Because it got the Peter Parker thing down really well, because he's always talking to when they're fighting. He's so annoying. That's part of his thing in the comics. Like, he's always quipping and just doing all this stuff. So he wouldn't stop talking while they're fighting.
Yeah, I love that Falcon's like, usually people don't talk this much when we're fighting.
Yeah. He's like, oh, sorry about that. He just webs them down.
Yep.
Oh man, I love this so much.
It was really cute.
So much.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy to see Spider-Man here.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah. And then we get to see Ant-Man go into Goliath version, going all big and stuff, which was great to stop War Machine and stuff and cause a big distraction.
Yep. Because there's a Quinjet inside of the hangar, and Steve and Bucky are going to try to get to it so they can get out. And
everybody else is like, guys, we're probably going to go down for this. We're probably going to be arrested, but y'all can make it.
Exactly. It's like, we gotta distract them while you guys get away.
Yeah.
So that's what they do. And so there's a lot more fighting and everything. Mm-hmm. Oh, Black Panther is also there.
Yes,
because he's on Tony Stark's side.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all fighting. They're dogfighting.
Yep.
And Cap and Bucky do manage to get over to the hangar. Mm-hmm. Vision tries to stop him. He
tries to knock down the tower.
Yeah. Wanda stops it from falling on him. Mm-hmm. But then
it looks like she's like, well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this then, and she shoots Black Panther with one of her stingers.
Well, Wanda, somebody hits Wanda.
Yeah, War Machine hits her with a sonic blast because she's holding up the tower,
and so it
doesn't fall.
Drops down.
Yeah,
but they do make it inside. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and that's
when Nettie turns on Black Panther.
Yeah. And so they get away, and he's kind of like, what did you do that for? And she's like, I told you that I would help you find him. I didn't say I'd help you catch him.
There's a distinction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So they're flying away, and Iron Man and War Machine are chasing after him.
Yep.
Falcon's chasing them.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, hey, get rid of this. Well, they're like, I don't remember if it's Tony or if it's War Machine, but one of them says, get rid of this guy. I think
it's War Machine.
So it's like,
yeah.
So Vision is about to take out Falcon.
Shoots his little beam at him.
Falcon moves out of the way real quick, though, and it hits Rhodey instead, and he falls down.
Yep, takes out his power thing in the front. So he's dropping blind. He's got no stick.
Yep.
And they can't get to him in time.
Nope.
Which I was surprised by.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But he falls and he hits that ground hard.
Yep. He thumps hard.
Yep. And so Iron Man's there to check on him and everything.
Mm-hmm. He has a heartbeat, so he's still alive.
Yep. And here comes Falcon because he's going to check on him too. Because he's like,
sorry,
dang.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Iron Man just like hits him with a blast. And it's like, get out of here, you know. But...
And Vision comes up, to look at him. I don't know if he says it then, but he's like, I thought you didn't get distracted or whatever.
I think it's later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does
because
distracted.
It's when they're checking Rhodey to see what's wrong with him, I think. So what's wrong with him is he has fractured some
lumbar and sacrum vertebrae.
So he is paralyzed.
He's in a bad way.
Yeah, but
at least his legs are.
Possibly just temporary kind of thing.
Hope for the best.
Yep. So all that happens, and they do manage to get away, though. Mm-hmm. And Tony is in his own plane. He's going somewhere. Doesn't really say where he's going yet, but we find out. And that's when he learns the truth. Yeah,
because back at the hotel where Zemo was staying, there was a dead body of the
real
actual doctor. And the house person found it.
Yep.
And Zemo wanted him to find it because he called ahead and was like, "Hey, can I get my breakfast or whatever?"
Exactly.
And
she came
in and found the body.
Yep.
So he's alerted to that. He's like, "Oh, maybe they were not wrong. That it's not Bucky's fault on this one."
Well, I mean, they also find like.
The masks that he used.
Yeah, wax or whatever, like a fake face, basically, and a fake wig that looks like Bucky. And it's like, oh, okay, that's what happened. So he knows that Bucky was framed.
Yeah.
And they know who it was, that it was Baron Zemo, and that he's Sokovian and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Zemo is there at the Siberian compound, and he's found the other super soldiers.
Yep.
So Tony goes to the raft, and Thunderbolt Ross is there. And Tony's like, okay, well, Bucky was set up and everything. He's like, you really think I'm going to believe you?
Yeah. Like, you're lucky you're not arrested right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because
exactly what would happen. Like, if they're relying on the UN, like, they're just going to arrest them eventually.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's really dumb to sign these accords, but whatever.
Yeah. We're both on Cap's side, by the way.
Yeah, we are.
Team Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have Wanda and Clint and Scott and Sam there, all in jail.
Yeah.
All in little individual cells. Wanda, they've got like separate from everything, basically, because she's more of a danger, I guess, than the others.
She's pretty wrapped up, yeah.
Yep. So Clint is talking to Tony. He's like, oh, he's... big man Tony Stark, whatever. He's pissed off.
The futurist. He knows what's best for us in the future.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's like, okay, whatever. He walks by Scott and he's like, Hank Pym always said you can't trust a Stark. And he's like, who are you? Scott's just like, what?
Oh, man.
What do you mean? But then he goes up to Sam, and while he's talking to Sam, he takes out all of the communication inside of the cells or whatever. And he's like, I need you to tell me where Cap is going, because I know that Bucky was set up and everything, and he's going to need help, so I need to know where he is.
He's like, all right, I'll tell you, but you got to go as a friend.
Exactly.
And not
alone.
Aggressive, alone.
As a friend and alone. He's like, I can do that. So he tells him, but of course, Tony does not tell Ross what he told him.
Yeah.
And he gets out of there. He flies off towards Siberia, and then we see he's being followed by T'Challa.
Yep.
So.
And he sneaks out of his chopper by just getting out. He's got a little escape hatch with his suit in it. So he just flies out of there.
Yep.
And T'Challa follows.
Yeah. So, in Siberia, Tony meets up with them, with Cap and Bucky.
Yep.
T'Challa's still following them. He's still, like, sneaking around corners, just peeking around, like, hi, I'm here too.
Tiptoeing around.
And then we see Baron Zemo, the super soldiers, their little things, their little cocoon
pods,
things, whatever. They're all around and everything, but he's, like, behind this door.
Yeah, and Tony's like, I only get one heat signature, though.
Yeah, so...
It's because they're all dead. He killed them. He shot them in the head.
Exactly.
He's like, if it helps. They were sleeping.
Yep, they were sleeping when I did it, so yep.
Yeah, didn't feel a thing.
And so we find out his story, why he's mad about everything, and it's because he lost his whole family. They were outside of Sokovia, actually.
Yeah, thought they'd be safe there.
But they were not.
Yep.
So they're all dead, and now he's pissed off about it. He's like, so I'm going to take you down.
Yep. The government, or the organizations that are destroyed from the outside will rebuild and come back, but the ones that are destroyed from the inside, those don't ever come back.
Exactly.
They're dead.
Which is a lie, because there are other Avengers movies.
Well, this was his thinking, at least.
It was his thinking.
Yeah.
And it did work for a while. But as soon as the next big threat comes, they're like, okay, let's get the band back together. But whatever. Yeah. So, he starts a video on the screen, and it is the video of Bucky killing Tony's parents.
Yep. Running off the road, punching Howard to death.
Yep.
Choking out the mom.
Helen, I think is her name.
Probably.
So, Tony is very mad about it. Cap's
pissed.
like, it wasn't his fault.
Yeah. He's like, did you know? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah. But how did he know?
I don't know, maybe Bucky told him, or maybe when he was part of S.H.I.E.L.D., maybe they told him.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe access some files at some point.
But it never explains how Cap knew.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me.
And he might have just known. Maybe Bucky told him back when they had him in a vice and they were talking about everything.
But it's not like he knew the whole time.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. So, they start fighting. They're all fighting. They're just all fighting. Except for T'Challa, who's like, I've been going after the wrong person.
Yeah, I'm just going to roll on out the back here.
I'm just going to head on out. So...
It's a really good 2-on-1 fight. Iron Man versus Captain America and Winter Soldier. A lot of good points. He blows Bucky's arm off at one point.
Yeah, and Cap tells him, he's like, this isn't going to change what happened. And he's like, I don't care. He killed my mom.
Killed my mom.
And I like this, like, he doesn't care about his dad. He's like, he killed my mom.
Yeah, he didn't have a good relationship with his dad. So.
He did not. So it makes more sense that he'd be really mad about the mom thing. Because he did love his mom.
Yeah.
You can tell. You can tell even, in that little... You can tell even in that little thing that he did at MIT, the barf thing.
Yeah.
He seemed closer to his mom than to his dad.
Yeah. But he also probably blames Bucky for not getting a chance to mend things with his dad.
Yeah.
He took that away from him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he has to live with that guilt.
So Bucky loses his metal arm.
There's one point where they do the iconic cover of Civil War comics where Tony's blasting him and he's got his shield up and he's just blasting the shield and they're just holding that pose for a second.
Yeah.
That was a big all right, that was pretty cool. And then that's when they cut back to Zemo.
Yeah, he's outside. He's listening.
In the snow.
He's listening to that voicemail again.
Yeah, for the last time.
He deletes it.
Yeah.
And then
Black
T'Challa
Panther's sneaking up on him.
He sneaks up on him and he's talking about, Zemo tells him, that he just wanted to get them to kill each other, basically. He's like, it was the only way that I could get them to get revenge or whatever.
Did,
yeah, exactly. Was to get them to kill each other. And he talks about how, how he respects T'Challa or whatever. He's a dutiful son and everything.
Yeah.
And And
T'Challa's like, revenge overtook you, now it's overtaking them.
Yeah.
And it was overtaking me as well.
I'm not going to let it do that.
Yeah.
So he puts his claws up and everything. Mm-hmm. And then Zemo's about to shoot himself.
Yeah.
And
because he doesn't want to give him the satisfaction of justice, I guess.
Yeah. And so T'Challa's like, no, buddy.
Gotcha.
So he stops him. I'm like, good job, T'Challa.
Yep.
So of course, Tony is still trying to kill Bucky, and Steve's like, he's my friend.
Yeah.
and Tony's like, so was I.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a good scene.
Yeah. So they fight a bunch some more, and then finally Cap
busts his helmet open, basically,
the helmet open, and starts punching him, and then he slams
it into his power sword.
Grabs his shield and slams it in, which is interesting parallel of him and John Walker, because when
John Walker kills somebody or what?
Because he actually does kill somebody instead of just killing the power to the suit or whatever. He's just actually like, no, I'm just gonna straight up kill somebody. It's like,
not a good Captain America.
Oh, it's like, you're not hashtag not my Captain America.
Oh gosh, that guy, I swear.
Yeah, so that's bad. Definitely a difference between this Cap and that Cap.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he could have, but he can't. He can't kill Tony.
He's not a killer.
That. He's not a killer, exactly. So he kills the suit basically.
Yeah.
And he goes to Bucky, and they're about to walk off, and Tony's like, "You don't deserve that shield.
My dad made that shield.
Exactly.
I want it back." Stop.
So Cap just throws it down. He's like, all right, you're right, I don't deserve it. Basically, he's like, you can have it, whatever, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
So they get out. Zemo is captured. Mm-hmm. Everett Ross is there, and he's like, oh, you failed, how's that feel? And he's like, but did I?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did. So, Tony's helping Rhodey learn how to walk again.
Yeah.
He's getting some tech, I guess, to help with that.
Yeah. There's a delivery.
Yep. The FedEx
Stank.
FedEx guy shows up. He's like, are you Tony Stank? It's Stanley. Yeah. Which Rhodey's just like, you have made my day.
Yep, that's Tony Stank, all right.
And honestly, I would, if I were Rhodey, that would brighten my day too. It's funny. So it's a package. Inside of it, there's like a letter or whatever from Cap, and
a little flip phone.
And a little flip phone. He's like, if you ever need us, you know how to get in contact with us or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I still love you.
Yeah, he's like,
you're my boy.
You're my boy. Exactly. It's like, you're my friend still, right? Oh man. But then of course after he sees this, they get a message that there's been a breach at the Raft.
Yep.
The Raft prison. Because of course Cap has gone in there and
to break his friends out.
He broke his friends out.
Yeah.
They're out of there. Yeah. So there we go. He came back for him. And that's where it ends.
Yep.
That's it. That's the last little thing. It's our last Captain America movie.
Ever. Yep. Well.
It's not, but.
It's not.
There is another one coming.
Yeah. New World Order or whatever.
Yeah. So, then we have our mid-credits scene.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Bucky. He's there. He's still missing his little arm. He's got like a little bit of it still there, but most of it's gone. He's like, I gotta go back under because I'm a danger to everybody
as long as I can be controlled.
Exactly. Yeah. He's like, if
there's even a 1% chance that I'm gonna be the Winter Soldier.
He's like, we hopefully somebody can figure out how to help because I'm not going to come back
because it's cold.
Until then. Because it's real cold in here and I don't like it. It's so cold.
Please, someone find a way.
I'm so chilly.
I just want some hot chocolate. Little hot chocolate.
Oh man, T'Challa's there. He's like, yeah, we're gonna let him stay in Wakanda.
Yeah,
because they're actually
about all that.
In Wakanda.
Yeah, because he's like, my dad and him were victims, so if I can just help one of them find peace.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be good.
He's like, because I can't help my dad because he's dead, so this is my only option.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take this guy.
If I have to.
I guess I'll take this guy in, whatever. So, yep, he's going to be in Wakanda getting the help that he needs.
There's a Simpsons thing where Homer runs onto the U2 stage and, like, security carries him off. Mm-hmm. And Bono is, like, saying, like, don't worry, folks. We're going to get him the help he needs. But on the screen, it's showing what's happening to him.
Oh, no.
And he's just getting beat up by the cops. So that makes me think, don't worry, we'll get him the help he needs.
He's going to get beat up by Wakandans.
Winter Soldier back there while he's frozen.
Well, he can do nothing.
They just walk by and punch him occasionally.
So mean. We're going to get him the help he needs.
Don't worry, folks.
Oh, man. That's funny. Oh, gosh. So then we have our post-credit scene. And this is Peter Parker. He is in his bedroom. He's messing around with some of the tech that Tony Stark gave him.
Yep.
Aunt May's like, so how did you get that black eye again?
He's so beat up.
Yeah. He's like, I got hit by Steve from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's like, and his friend was huge.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's really cute. And then he's like, okay, well, can you leave my room, please?
Yeah.
And so she leaves and closes the door, and he looks and it's like shows the Spider-Man.
Yeah. It shows the Spidey signal.
Yeah.
Which he used to have, which was so weird because in the comics he would use it. He would shine it like on the criminals that were doing the thing, like
why?
To alert them that he's
like,
there.
Spider-Man's coming.
Like, put fear in them, I guess. But it was such a dumb thing. It was a time when like they were doing dumb like gadgets for him, like the Spidey car and all this stuff. Like, why are you doing all these? So yeah, I remember seeing that and be like, okay.
Okay.
But I guess it's like more of his suit display.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's not as ridiculous. But
man. And then of course it's like Spider-Man will return.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, cool.
Yeah, great movie. I love that movie. So much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did Civil War justice. I mean, it's not as big and epic as the comic thing, but you can't do all that.
Yeah.
So they did the best they could. I'd watch it again right now. It was that good.
It is good.
Yeah. So good job.
It's definitely up there as one of my favorites.
Yeah. It's that and like Endgame are up there for me.
I'm gonna say something possibly controversial.
Oh no, you don't like Endgame?
No, I like Endgame.
Okay.
I like Infinity War better.
Okay, that's fine. Infinity War is really fun too.
I just really liked Infinity War.
Yeah.
Endgame was fine, but I just liked Infinity War better. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah, different things for different people, but that's fine. Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's get to our snack and wrap this up right quick. Mm-hmm. So what do we got?
We got Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream.
Yeah.
This has been in my fridge for...
We've had it for a bit.
A month or two.
Yeah, I remember seeing it on the shelves and thinking it would be good, but yeah, we just haven't had time. We've had a lot of other stuff to get to.
Exactly.
But did we try something else that was strawberries and cream recently? Kit Kat or something?
I think we had
was it raspberries and cream?
We had raspberries and cream Kit Kats, but we also had strawberry sundae or something like that, M&Ms.
Oh,
and you said that they tasted exactly the same, so you kept saying that they were both strawberry.
Yeah, they did.
Or both raspberry.
I still hold to that. Raspberry, strawberry.
Whatever. Both berries.
Yeah. All right. Let's give it a try.
Berries and cream. Berries and cream. Sorry.
What is that?
You don't know the berries and cream guy?
No.
Okay. We'll have to look it up.
Oh, okay. I tell you, I like the strawberry part. It reminds me of a like cherry Coke kind of feeling.
Okay.
The cream portion of this flavor,
not for you.
I just don't like vanilla-y things in there, you know. Mm-hmm. It's not for me. I don't know.
The cream's not too bad.
It's not as like bad as
I don't really notice the creams.
The move that we had or whatever.
I noticed the strawberry more, so.
Yeah, the strawberries, it's definitely better.
Although it does give, like, I don't know if it's the, like, you know, sometimes the vanilla will give it more of a, kind of a medicine-y taste, like a medicinal kind of thing. So I think there's, like, a hint of that. Plus, you know, a lot of medicines, like cough syrups and stuff, taste like berries.
Yeah.
So it automatically kind of has a little bit of that taste.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a little medicine, but it's not that bad.
But yeah, the cream doesn't really come in until the end. But yeah, it's a lot of strawberry, which is good. Mm-hmm.
And it smells like strawberry.
Yeah.
It's kind of very strawberry smell.
This is one of the better drinks we've had, I think.
I still like dark berry Dr. Pepper that we had. That was like it had like Jurassic World stuff on it.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot better than
that was good, yeah. Yeah.
Because I'll probably never drink this again. But if they had that dark berry, and if I could find it again, I would probably drink that again for sure.
Right. But I'm not mad at this. And it feels like it's getting better the more I drink it.
I don't know, it's about the same for me, but but it's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll drink it. It's not like one of those, what was it? We had something, I think it was whatever the last drink we had was. I can't remember what thing it was.
The Coke Move.
Was that it? I guess it was that I was like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I just didn't drink it.
You did not like that.
But
and it wasn't very good.
Yeah, but this one I will drink.
You know what's weird with the whole, like, cream side of this is whenever I go to Jersey Mike's, I'll get Pepsi, and then I'll top it off with a little cream soda that they have there. And I like that. But this, I mean, usually cream soda just manufacturer Cokes. Well, these are manufactured too. I don't know. The bottled stuff that already has the cream soda flavor in there. Not a fan. But yeah, I'm coming around to this. Anyway, what are we going to rate this?
I think I'm going to give it a 6.
I think I'm going a little higher. I think I'm going 7.5. I kind of like it. Okay. More I'm drinking it, I'm kind of digging it.
Okay.
So, good for you.
Nothing wrong with
Strawberries and cream. All right. Well, have you tried the raspberries and cream?
Nope.
Oh.
Strawberries and cream.
Well, have you tried the raspberries and cream one?
I don't think that exists.
It's not out there. Liars. You haven't tried anything. Nice try. We got you.
We got you.
Y'all are so dumb.
God, don't say that to our listeners.
Whose side were you on the not the Civil War, but on Captain American Civil War?
No, the Marvel Civil War. Were you Team Cap or you Team Tony?
Yeah.
Team Stark.
Exactly. So let us know on Twitter at HavingFunCast or on Facebook at HavingFunPod.
Or you can send us an email to havingfunpod@gmail.com.
All right, go have fun and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.